What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. Grand Kahonu here, kicking off the Yondu Arena. We're going to be grinding for him, as I've said over the last few weeks. Been preparing for this and taking a little bit of a break from Arena to get ready for it. And now the time has arrived. Before we get started, though, I need to restart my game and hopefully have the Yondu show up here on the crystals. And I'm going to open 2 crystals and see if we get lucky. Well, maybe. Well, he's in the arenas now. Maybe if we go out and go back into the crystals, it will show up. But I don't think so. Nope, he's not there. So let's restart the game real quick. And that causes it to resize in OBS, so I need to fix that. There we go. Alright, now let's open 2 of these crystals, and I'm going to cross my fingers. And then maybe if we pull 2, we won't have to grind for him. If we pull 1, we'll still grind and see if we can awaken him. I've got lucky a few times on here, but usually not too lucky with these featured crystals. 3-star cable, not bad. What's up, Jago? Yeah, I was trying to get a few things set up in OBS. I'm trying out a few new features here on the face cam border and the live chat on the stream, and just trying to iron a few of those things out. So I was a few minutes late. But I'm going to try to have up about 3 million in the next 5 hours or so. And a 2-star Hawkeye. So no luck there, so we are committed to the grind now. So we need to get this going. Finally went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy last night. Have not been able to get out there as soon as I wanted to. Won't give any spoilers or anything, but I liked it. I liked it. Jago, I'm assuming you're going to be shooting for 15. I think that's going to be the cutoff here. Around the 15 million mark again, just like with Nebula. Now, I did not reset my masteries to do the fully loaded offensive setup like I usually do when I grind, because we do have Alliance Quest starting today and an Alliance War starting shortly, so can't really afford to change all those out. So these fights are going to be a little bit longer than I like them to be. Well, who else do we have watching? Drop a line in the chat, say hello. If you're just joining, welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Drop a line and say hello to us in the chat. What's going on? Yo, too, welcome to the channel. I'm going to turn down the volume on the gameplay a little bit. It says, well, I see it. It says, be right back, pulling you up on the TV. It didn't show up on your end. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Glad to have you. Drop a line in the chat and say hello in the chat box if you would. Concept Diaz, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I think this is the first time I've seen you on the stream. Who all's grinding for Yondu? Diego, KMZ, welcome to the stream, man. I know I've seen your comments on the videos and interacted with you there, but I don't know that I've seen you in the stream yet, so it's good to have you here. Not it. Does that mean you're not grinding for Yondu? Did you guys read the champion spotlight that Kabam posted on Yondu yesterday? They had some pretty interesting things there. For example, his synergy with Nightcrawler looks very promising. All of the champions gain a certain number on block penetration. It's going to make Nightcrawler even more fun to fight against in Alliance War. He does enough damage as it is if you miss the block, but now if you end up blocking him and they've got a Yondu synergy on there, he's gonna be able to do some damage right through your block. Well, Concept Diaz at Google Translator is looking good. I know some Spanish, but not enough to be able to recognize immediately and interact too much with it in the chat. It'd take me a few minutes to sort out some of what you say there, so I apologize. I also saw on that champion spotlight that, well, a couple matchups they suggested would be good for him. Well, let's do this. Were against Electro because his Yaka arrow is a projectile attack. It doesn't actually do any physical contact, so he would take less damage from Electro with his medium hits. So you could theoretically just parry and then do a double medium and not take any damage or very little damage from Electro. And then conversely, against Daredevil, against a signature 99 OG Daredevil, Daredevil would evade Yondu's medium hits, which might make for an interesting fight. Yeah, that's my question too, Diego. I don't think he's going to be a great defender. I think he's going to be much better for offense. But if someone were to place him on defense with a Nightcrawler, then that would be a very good synergy to have for Nightcrawler specifically. Oh, come on. What's up with the parries here? Well, greetings to Puerto Rico. And yes, Diego, I think Yondu is going to have a lot of potential really to shut down opponents completely. If you're fighting those high level opponents in Alliance War, if you can manage to stack the debuffs and maintain those with the right mastery setup, you could potentially shut down any regeneration, really slow down the power gain, and bleed the opponent out. So I'm thinking Despair, Deep Wounds, and Inequity with Yondu. And of course, you always got to get one of these fights where you've got class disadvantage across the board. Well, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. Glad to have you here. I'd love to chat with you if you want to drop a line in the chat and say hello. No, the game screen is not supposed to be frozen. Is it frozen on your end? Let's see what I can do here. Not sure what was going on there. I just opened up my air server or maximized it and put it back down. Excuse me, put it back down, and now it's working again. Well, I've never seen that happen before. Thanks for pointing that out. I would have just kept playing and not even noticed that. BRXD MSP, welcome to the stream. I don't know what you typed there, message retracted, but still good to see you. Concept, show us your fight form. Well, I think maybe you were talking about the same issue that the other guys were saying, that the screen was frozen for a minute there. So apparently I need to keep air server on top. Otherwise, if I put it under another window, then it freezes on the screen. So let me change that, and we'll fix this problem. Learn something new every day. Alright, so there we go. We shouldn't have that problem anymore. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. We're just hitting the arena, trying to get a head start on Yondu here. And thought I'd do a live stream and just have a little company while we're at it. My goal is to have 4 million up by the time I go to bed tonight, and 5 million or so by the time we hit the 24-hour mark tomorrow. I was debating on whether to wait to go for Yondu this time and maybe hit him second round, but Monday is Memorial Day, and I doubt that I'll have all day to grind on Monday, so I decided to go ahead and do this now. Even though last time when I did Nebula over the weekend, I said I wouldn't do that again. Well, here we are. So nobody else going for Yondu. Anybody gonna open any crystals and hope they get lucky? If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Drop a line in the chat, say hello. Would love to talk to you. Your in-game name is Piru123ABC. Well, Concept, if you will if you catch one of my streams at another time, I would definitely look you up and check out your profile. Today I'm not going to be doing that like I typically would, just because I need to get this grind started quickly and make some progress, because it's very easy to fall behind when you're shooting for 15 million. But usually on another day, if I wasn't grinding for the feature, yeah, we'd do that. I'd look up your profile there and even duel you, give you a shout out on the channel there. Well, he recovered from that special quickly. There you go. Just gave him the direct here as a follower. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Roto44, welcome to the channel. My Star-Lord is not actually that great right now because he is unawakened, but I will be opening another 5-star crystal probably tomorrow. I need about 1,100 shards, and with Summoner Advancement, and I'll get a few shards hopefully from this last arena, even though I didn't do a whole lot. And then if we can pull out a win in Alliance War, that should put me right at 10,000 crystals, or crystal shards. And then we cross our fingers and hope that we can awaken Star-Lord. Our chances are about to go down drastically in about 5 days when they add 12 more champions to the 5-star crystal. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Glad to have you here. Drop a line in the chat, say hello. We'd love to talk with you. Well, that stinks when Storm does not get a critical hit on her special attacks. That should have KO'd him easily. I evaded the wrong way. Really? Well, we got to get really lucky here. I don't think this is going to knock her out. Nope, I'm dead. Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly. Can't afford to have very many of those. That's disappointing. Alright, clear these out of the way. Imagine we probably, well, yep. Looks like we've got several people live streaming their arena right now. It seems Yondu is going to be a very popular champion here. A lot of people are going to be going for him, I think. Do not want to put Mordo with, well, yeah, we'll do it that way. We don't need to worry about Mystic Dispersion here with her because that's Thanos' team. Typically, I hate putting Nightcrawler or Mordo against Mystic in Arena because too often that Mystic Dispersion really ends up hurting us. Quick Shot Gaming, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you, sir. I know we chatted a little bit yesterday in another live stream, so it's good to see you here. Are you going to be grinding for Yondu? Well, we're going to have to be prepared to eat a third special here. He is not going to use his attacks. And hopefully we can survive this. Oh, barely. Good, good. Yeah, I mean, these feature grinds are grueling. This is only my third time going for a feature. And not something that I thoroughly enjoy, but it is what it is. I appreciate you doing the milestones at least. That'll help. That'll help everybody else, I think. Well, no, I guess the this is top 800. It's not a percentage, so that the get in the pool thing doesn't count for this. What do you think of Mordo so far? People like to see sand fighting. They are motivated. Yep. Yeah, 13 million is brutal. Unfortunately, I don't think 13 million is going to be enough. Um, I feel like Yondu has got more hype going for him than Nebula did. So he's going to be another 15 million. Yeah, yeah. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more Mordos in Alliance War. I mean, with the arena, and then just a few days later, him being in that 5-star crystal. But I imagine we're going to be getting a lot better at fighting him soon, since we're going to have to face him so often. That is a good point, though, since Nebula is double immune. I've been using Ultron, my Ultron for Thorns, and he takes damage, but it's still. I mean, he makes it through there pretty good because I mean, if you're above that 50% health, then he regenerates twice through that, and usually can make it through with a decent amount of health left. I've been pretty happy with Ultron, so I would be stoked to get him as a 5-star. Well, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Drop a line in the chat and say hello. Electro with Resonate. How reliable is Resonate? That is one mastery that I don't have unlocked. I'm gonna have enough scrap to get 4 or 5 more carb cores, I think. And I've been debating. I can unlock Suture, Resonate, or um, oh shoot, what is that other one called? In the Assassin Mastery tree, the bottom one where you get the evade or the unstoppable and critical damage on the auto evade. Anyway, I can do one of those three. I haven't decided which one though, or if I'll just get the cores and save them for future masteries. But Resonate does intrigue me, especially, I mean, that would be good for Yondu as well, since his awakened ability will double any active debuffs. Well, not double the debuffs, but place a weakness for every debuff they have, so doubling the number of debuffs. Resonate would just add one more to it. Right, yeah, I see Cyclops an awful lot on that right side Thorns node, which is the path that I run, and Ultron usually just walks right through him. Yeah, I was wondering. The only thing I'm curious about with regard to Suture, does it apply to? Um, I should have been putting boosts on these 4-stars. Does it apply to bleed nodes? So if you go through, what is that, node 6 in Alliance War that bleed, does Suture affect the damage from that? Yeah, I've never seen unfazed, trigger, unstoppable when I fight somebody in arena that has that mastery. Well, don't test it out for my sake. That would be an expensive test to run if it didn't work. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Glad to have you here. Drop a line in the chat and say hello. All right, well, thanks, Quick Shot. Thanks for joining us for a little bit. Hope you have a great afternoon. Akeem Gaming, are you in the stream, sir? All right, and we'll eat a third special here. Maybe. Or not. We'll take it. Ah, I hate these Thanos fights. So you can see sometimes things do not go as planned. that's at 15. We should be good to start on our lower champions now, but I'm going to recharge these one more time since we still have some boosts active. All right, well, who else do we have in the stream? Pablo, thank you for the sub, sir. I appreciate that. If you're just joining the stream, welcome. Drop a line in the chat and say hello to us. Extreme Will, hello, how are you doing today? I think Electra is also going to be a beast that as a 5-star. Just saw her finish off with her first special. Take about half of the health off of that yellow jacket. Electra with at a decent signature level with maxed out assassin is brutal. Very good. What's going on with AQ this week? Trying to figure it out as far as what maps to run, or did you have to replace some members. All right, we've had a few more people jump on. Welcome to the Grams. I can't even say my own channel name. That's funny. I used to say in stream when I welcome people, and I'm trying to say grand scheme. Welcome to the stream of the grand scheme. Oh yeah, I gotcha. So it sounds like you're going to need to run at least one day at a higher map level to get that extra 10 million in. What maps are you running? Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you know what you need to do. So hopefully you can get your alliance on board with that and get it done. Bahara Saiful, I hope I didn't butcher your name there. You're talking about the game screen. Yeah, I can't really make it too much bigger without covering up the chat. I mean, I can extend it just a little bit, but didn't really want to put the chat over the gameplay, so I know some guys don't put the chat actually on their screen, but I like it there because if I'm going to go back and I watch part of a live stream, it's kind of difficult to know what people are talking about or what the streamer is talking about without the context. So I like to have the chat on the screen there. So if anybody does decide to go back and watch any of this, they can see what questions and comments that I'm responding to. Yeah. I mean, the other option is to make the actual game a different. What's the word I'm looking for? Change the resolution of the game so that the screen is kind of cut off on the sides, and I don't like that either. I'd like to try to maintain the ratio, the screen ratio of the actual gameplay. But this is the first time that I've used the transparent chat overlay and the face cam layout. So still changing some things around. So I mean, if you've got suggestions, I'm definitely open to considering those suggestions for improvement and stuff. So I do appreciate that comment, sir. Well, you can tell I haven't played Arena much this week at all. We've had a few days off without Alliance Quest, Alliance War. I haven't been doing a lot of Arena because I was taking a break before putting this up. So I think that's the second time today I've dashed into a special attack instead of evading it. Yeah, I usually have the face cam on the bottom right hand side, but I decided I'm gonna try to start moving it up to the top because one of the things that you can do for your YouTube videos is to put a watermark on the videos, and YouTube does not allow you to customize where that watermark appears. It only appears on the bottom right hand side, and so it's going to cover up anything that's down there. So I wanted to kind of leave this corner down here on the bottom right a little blank. So it's not gonna, if I do add that watermark in the future, it's not going to obstruct anything there. But like I said, this is not a final. I mean, I'm still playing around with exactly how I like the setup and stuff, so things may still change. Well, I should probably plug this in. So Extreme Will, you do some live streaming too? Oh, I just missed that. I've got to go back and see who that was. I'm sorry, I just missed your sub. Whoever just subbed, thank you for that. I appreciate the subscription and the support there. I was busy messing with my phone and plugging that in, and I just missed that pop up. Extreme Will, that was you, sir. So anyway, I was asking you. You said you stream. I need to check your channel out then. Very good, sir. I'm gonna open up your channel right now so that I remember to take a look at it when I'm done here. Everybody else, go check out Extreme Will's channel as well. If you haven't subbed here or there, then please do that. That helps us out and is encouragement for us to continue to add content. Hopefully when they add those characters, see it's on the 30th that they're adding those characters to the 5-star Crystal Tuesday night. Man, I hope that that update drops about that time too. Really getting tired of these broken double evades. I think my big concern is, I mean, you spend a month adjusting to not being able to double evade, and then when they fix it, you're going to have another adjustment period where you got to get used to it actually working again. Yeah, whatever bug that might be, one can only imagine. But there's sure to be one. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me that this game is so popular. I mean, with the amount of bugs in it and the problems in the game, and yet, I mean, it still remains to be. I mean, the game itself is still very fun to play. See, next week, Voodoo is going to be the basic champion, so I'll get to awaken my Voodoo next week. Imagine he's going to be another 5 million basic champion. Right, parry not working at times. Man, that parry, I get caught with that all the time here in arena, especially. I mean, last Alliance War, I lost a champion. Let's see, in section 2 of map 5, I take the power gain lane on the left. I think that's lane 2. And so when you're coming up to that lane, when you first veer off to the left, there's a tech symbioid followed by an Iron Man with power gain. And between the double evade and the not being able to parry, I lost. Let's see, I lost Ronan on the tech symbioid, which is just inexcusable, and Vision against Iron Man. I mean, just two in a row. Lost two champions on day 5 because of that stuff, and I was just ready to throw in the towel at that point. Luckily, I had Ultron with me there, and he managed to survive through the rest of the map. But those two fights were just excruciating to watch that. Ronan 1979, you changed your name, sir. You're usually Marco Lopez, but it's good to have you in the stream as either one of your aliases. I did not lose my fix-it in AW. He cleared the entire map. Yeah, Iron Man is not typically too hard for me. I just evade his first special all the time. Uh, but the problem is to bait his first special. I mean, you have to evade his basic attacks. And he never just comes in with one attack and then backs off, or one attack and then uses a special like many of these champions do. He always comes in with two attacks. And so I can evade his first one, and then I end up blocking his second attack, or miss the parry altogether, and just get hammered with it. Now, Ronan, I know you're going for Yondu too. Where are you at, sir? Have you started yet on the grind? Or has that got to wait till later? If you're just joining the stream, welcome to the Grand Scheme. We're glad to have you here. Would you drop a line in the chat and let us know how you're doing today, and whether you're hitting arena, what you're shooting for. Yeah, hitting it later. That's what I figured. You'll catch me, I'm sure. Almost 900,000 in about an hour since we started. That's not too bad. And I forgot again to be using my boosts. Once I get back to my 550s and 440s, I need to remember to put the boosts on there. Actually, I have to say, go in and open up some Arena Boost crystals. I've been saving those up. So I think I need to pop a hundred of those or so and hope for some decent 4-star boosts. I think those Arena Boost crystals do have 4-star boosts in them, right? It's not just 3-star. Well, thank you, Bahara Seifel. I appreciate it. This is comes from playing for almost 2 years and spending way too much time in arena. You're also seeing a lot of sloppy play, getting hit way too much. Yeah, that's what I thought. But as I said it, I had to second guess myself and was wondering, well, maybe they're not in there. I know they come from the greater solo crystals, but I've been saving those up for about a month now because I just ended up selling most of them because they're usually 3-stars. I sell them when they're expiring, and then I burn through the rest of them during item use. So I think I've got about 200 of those crystals or something like that. Let's see, I don't want to put Deadpool with Luke Cage. Definitely don't want to do that. we go. Only open during item use and save the rest. Use on item usage outside of arena to drive up score overselling them. Yeah, that's what I've started to do. And I still, even saving the crystals, I still get enough of the arena boost from arena and from the uh, solo crystals to use them for item use and be able to hit my minimum. There's just so many of them, and I don't use the 3-star champions in arena very much at all, besides Sunday on the Crystal Splash or Cornucopia, whichever one that is. So the only boosts that I actively use in arena are the 4-star ones. T. Ricky, yeah, I've decided to do a daytime stream today just to kick off the Yondu Arena. I'm taking a break on the evenings because I knew I was going to be putting a lot of time in here and wanted to take a break from arena for a while. And also, Joel Line has been streaming at about the time that I usually do, so I thought I would just jump in his stream and chat a little bit there rather than trying to compete with his time, especially since I wasn't really doing much in arena. But it's good to see you here, brother. I haven't seen you for a while, so hope you're doing well. It's your weekend now. All right. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Do you get an extra long weekend with Memorial Day, or does your job require you to work over the holiday? Very good. So do I. Yep. That's why I decided to go ahead and grind for Yondu the first round. With Monday being a holiday, I'm not sure what the boss has planned. By the boss, I mean my wife. Not sure what she's got planned, so didn't think I would chance not grinding the first round and then missing out on the second because we're going to be busy Monday. All right, Jago Fury, thanks for dropping in for a while. Have fun at work. Running half a day tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday off. Very nice. I just get Monday off. I'm working today. This is, as you can tell, see. Now I'm taking my lunch time here to do a little bit of grinding. And then after I finish this round, then it's back to work for me. Yeah, I'm going to shoot for 15. I think I'm pretty confident that 15 will get him. Probably it might even be an overshoot, but again, I'd rather. I mean, if you're going to put the time in and do 13 million, you might as well do 15 and be safe. Otherwise, if you miss a feature at 13 million, that's about the most painful thing that you can do in the game. Smash that like button. Please do. Thanks, Jago. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. The Symbiote Spidey has a 100% chance to armor break on his heavy attacks. They are not as strong of an armor break as some other champions are, but you can. I mean, they last 90 seconds, and so you can stack like 10 armor breaks if you just keep doing that over and over again. However, with the diminishing returns, you're really not going to see a whole lot of benefit to having 10 armor breaks as opposed to 5. Ronan, you said AQ. What about AQ? Are you trying to tell me I need to join AQ? That's not started, has it? Or AQ is more painful than missing a feature? Yep, 45 minutes. And we're doing map 6 today. It looks like we'll hit about 1.1 or so in our first round here. I'm happy with that. Means I got to do about 15 rounds in arena, or 5 rounds of arena per day on average to hit the 15 million mark. Now that includes 5 stars though, so I guess that would be actually more than 5 per day, because you only get 3 rounds with the 5 stars unless you revive them or refresh them, which I probably will do Saturday night. Let's see. Tomorrow is Cosmic Day, so I'll be able to get my Tier 2 Cosmic Catalyst to rank up my Hyperion there. Oh, Alliance War has started. Earth's Mightiest Heroes of World is our opponent. I'll have to check that out after this round. I see them often on the Alliance Quest leaderboard right around us, so I think they're a pretty decent alliance, even though I've not checked them out yet. But we'll take a look over there real quick. Well, hello there. Welcome to the stream. I apologize. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name there, but definitely good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yes, I'm going to hit 15 million for Yondu. He may not go that high, but I don't want to take any chances. The last round for Nebula was at 15, right about 15, and I think Yondu might go for about what she went for. So that's it for my champions in this round of Arena. I want to grab my milestones here. And then check out this alliance that we're facing an alliance war. And that's no surprise there, a juggernaut. So 9.3 million alliance, 2153 alliance war rating. That's a pretty solid alliance there. So it should be a good matchup for alliance war. That should be a fairly good matchup. I'm doing well. How are you? Well, I'm going to close this stream by opening some crystals here. And then if you are available this evening, I'll be live streaming again tonight at about 11 p.m. Central Time. No Groot. Hey. And my goal is by that time to have 3 to 3.5 million up on the score, and hopefully 4 million by the time we call it a night. Well, I do definitely plan to do some recording of some Alliance War fights. But as of yet, I have not done any Alliance Warfighting live, actually. Actually, I think I did one fight live, and I had a glitch issue or a connectivity issue with everything running on my system and messed up on that. So at this point, I'm not really comfortable live streaming the actual fight. Because if something does mess up with the system, then that could be disastrous. But I'll definitely plan to get some Alliance War videos put together and posted in the future. And a bunch of 2 stars, which is fine. We had a number of max signature ability crystals in there. 3 of them to be exact. And so we're good. Anyway, that's going to do it for me now. By the time Summoner Advancement comes in, we'll have another 4-star ready, and very soon a 5-star. So probably open a 4-star tonight on the live stream. If you're available, I'd love to have you join me at that time. Until then, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and I will catch you all later. This is Grand Kahonu smoking it down. Thanks, guys.